That's the Google Dolls on Magic. 8:35 is our time. Mike Barrett's with us from Barrett Insurance Agency, a weekly segment we just told you called Good Policies. Mike, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
Doing all right. This sunshine's nice, huh? Big difference from yesterday.
Yeah, I made the wrong jacket choice yesterday, but I made sure to wear the same jacket today, and I'm fine. So.
I did the same thing yesterday and walking across the parking lot at Corner Medical. Man, that wind was just biting through that flimsy fleece we had on. Wow.
That's what I was wearing, too.
Hey, so last week, Mike, we had a news story. It was either last week or the week before. Things running together here, unfortunately. But there's a story about a fire here somewhere in our listening area where, fortunately, everybody got out of the house. But so did the pets. And we're talking everything from tarantulas and lizards to, I think there was a cat and a dog in the mix as well. Something we haven't talked about in a little while. And if I remember correctly, you can insure your pets, can't you? Can you insure your pets?
So you can insure some pets. The policies I haven't found many, or we don't have any in our office necessarily that cover anything more than. And we're talking domestic animals, not farm animals. But cats and dogs are the ones that currently are eligible for coverage with the programs that I'm aware of. And it's basically like pet medical insurance. Pretty interesting.
No, it is actually, because, look, folks do it, even though it's been advised against for years. Folks will bring their cats. Yes, I've seen cats in cars, dogs in cars, dogs on motorcycles, and that time of year is coming up here. So if somebody wants to insure their cat, their dog, those are the most common pets, what do they need to do?
Sure. So there's a couple things. Did you know, before we dive into the specific pet insurance, is that a few companies for auto insurance actually have medical payment coverage available for pets. I'll use my company as an example. The company that I'm with is Cooperative Insurance in Middlebury. Charlie rides with me every day of the week. So God forbid if Charlie was to sustain an injury in a car accident, I would have up to $500 for his immediate medical attention, which is not huge, but it's nice, whereas, the medical payments for people can be anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000 on an auto policy. But still, the fact that that's there at all is pretty awesome. So let's use the example that Charlie is injured in an accident. I have that $500 coverage that would pay for immediate medical attention. If it was something more severe, I have medical pet insurance. And what is that? That is something that you can purchase for your cat or dog that's going to cover new illness and accidents. It'll cover diagnostic tests related to illness and accidents. It will cover medications, surgeries, prosthetics, chronic conditions, emergency service, advanced treatments, and quite a bit more. One of the things that I like is it actually gives you coverage access through an app on your phone that you can chat with a vet live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if something's happening and you're kind of freaking out and you just need to have some sense of what's going on, I've used that. It was pretty amazing for me. You can visit any licensed vet in the world for this coverage. So it's not like you're going to be limited on where you can go. This is a reimbursement plan where you'll pay the vet and then you'll file the reimbursement on the app, and it's pretty impressive. They don't cap claim payments by condition type with this particular company, FIGO, that I work with. They allow you to make the most of your annual benefits. You can choose the benefits the way that you would like. So you can choose that maybe you'll have up to $5,000 in annual benefits, or maybe you'll have up to $10,000 in annual benefits. Me, I have a yellow lab that believes that anything and everything is food, whether it is or not. So I have the unlimited benefit, Jeff, for Charlie. So I have a $500 deductible for him, 100% reimbursement, and if he decides to eat things that he shouldn't, needs to have some issues taken care of, then you know what? It's not going to be a lot of out-of-pocket for me. Some of the things that people should be aware of when you're looking at pet insurance, some companies have limitations, such as pre-existing conditions. They're not going to necessarily cover for routine wellness or preventative care, or spaying or neutering, or preventative dental care, or prescription food, unless it's something that you can add for specific additional coverage for some of the companies. So that's important to know, too. But there are some pet insurance companies out there that do cover for preventative maintenance. But as I've reviewed them, and this is just my specific take, is that I'm looking at it. Almost looks like it's a monthly way to spread out your preventative care cost. I don't know that you're necessarily realizing a true benefit with those companies, but that's just my specific take. It's, of course, there's no one size fits all, so it's got to be something that works for you and for your animal.
Well, this sounds like something that would have come in handy for Don and I back when we were having our bout with lymphoma and our poor Tigger. I mean, obviously, Tigger's not feeling well, let's get insurance isn't the way to go about it, but to always plan for that. Like you said,
right.
you know Charlie, and he'll eat an old sock, he'll eat an old shoe, he'll eat an old poo, and everything in between.
And we always go, ooh.
Yeah. But, I mean, we're talking the common pets here, cats and dogs, but I'm sure that there are other animals out there, and the only way to know if you can get coverage for your pet, your loving pet, is to talk to your insurance agent.
Yeah, look for coverage. Check out and see what kind of options are available. I mean, we had a black lab, Riley, who lived to be 14, or I think close to 15. And she had a double lumpectomy. She had breast cancer when she was like 12. And these pets, they're not pets. These are loving members of the family. And you'll do anything for them, as you could well attest to, Jeff. To have in front of you the decision of whether you could afford proper care for your pet or have to just put them down. For some people that's a very, very, very tough decision, and of course they'll do anything for their pet. So isn't it nice to have the opportunity or the option to have some way to make that cost more affordable?
Oh, of course, Mike. It's good advice and a topic that we should talk about a little bit more frequently out there. I mean, they are our family members. Little Loki's probably the best thing I got going for me right now in life. So if you love your pets, they don't need to be thoroughbred or what is it, pedigree. You love them anyways. Tell them how to get in touch with you, Mike.
Sure. You can give us a call, 748-5224. You can find us online, thebarrettagency.com. Google, Facebook, and YouTube. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency. We'd love to talk to you about whatever questions you may have and help guide you through the process.
Well, too, and we got to get you in the studio again here sometime, one of those days that you bring Charlie with you, because I miss going down and saying good morning to him, okay?
Well, vaccine number 2 is coming up May 22nd for me.
All right.
So once I got that bad boy, you'll start seeing my ugly face again. So.
Well, in return, I'll share mine with you, okay?
Sounds good, Jeff.
Thank you, Mike. We'll see you next week for more good policies.
Sounds good.
All right, folks, it's a beautiful morning out there. The sunshine has everyone in a good mood. We'll keep it going with Tones and I coming up, but first, the latest from Bruno Mars and Anderson.